Yep.
Thank you very much, all of you, for joining us today in this webinar. It's our second webinar, actually, in for the Middle East region at Creatio. And today, the main topic that we'll be talking about is the composable CRM architecture and harnessing the power of composable CRM specifically for enhanced customer engagement. So let me start with a quick introduction. My name is Noor Azzuddin. I'm the Enterprise Account Executive at Creatio, covering the Middle East region and based out of Dubai. And I have with me as well my colleague Daniel Abdi. He's a pre-sales consultant based out of Dubai as well, covering the Middle East region. So we're very excited to be here with you today, and we're looking forward to answering your questions at the end of the session. So if you have any questions, please drop it in the chat box, and we will address them at the end of the session. So without further ado, let me jump into the value that we do at Creatio. And we at Creatio, we help our customers to have the freedom for them to own their automation by providing them with one platform for customer engagement and workflow automation without a line of code. And this is what we're going to talk about extensively in this session. And also Danny will be showing it to you. Speaking of customers, here's a list of some of our customers that we have in the Middle East. And as you can see, we have a diverse list of customers from different countries in the UAE, Saudi Arabia, in Iraq, in Kuwait, and Lebanon. And we are very proud to see these customers like Dubai Digital, STC, Saudi Payments, Oman Arab Bank. So multiple industries from banking, manufacturing, telecommunications. We're very proud to see these customers choosing Creatio as their CRM platform and the no-code application development platform. And we're looking forward to work with all of you and definitely adding your logo to this slide in the future. So we're also proud to see ourselves recognized by the top market analysts like Gartner, Forrester, Nuclear Research. And as you can see, we have been named as a market leader in both actually the enterprise low-code application platforms, as well as in the CRM with the three modules with sales automation, marketing, as well as in service. And we are very proud to see ourselves going up the ranks year after year. You can also see the users' review about the Creatio in Gartner Peer Insights, G2, Capterra, Trust Radius, and others. You can check the reviews and see their positive reviews about Creatio and about the platform. So let's dive into the agenda for today's webinar. We will start by talking about the key innovations that we see revolutionizing the CRM market at the moment. And we will divulge more about and talk more about what is composability, the definition, the benefits of composability, and how to implement it. Number three, we will talk more about a composable CRM in action, and we will show it to you. Number four, we will talk about the one platform that we can provide you with at Creatio to automate the workflows and the CRM. And last but not least, we will show you a live demonstration by Danny to give you the look and feel of the platform itself. So let me start with the top three innovations that we foresee in the CRM market at the moment. The first one, which is very crucial to all businesses, all organizations, and all companies, which is hyper-personalization of customer experience. And this is very crucial to all businesses, specifically in today's market, as competition is getting higher and higher. Personalization became very important to enhance the customer experience, improve the customer buying journey, and ultimately increasing the revenues and profits. And here's a stat that we can see, which says that well-executed hyper-personalization can deliver 8 times the ROI on marketing spend and lift sales by 10% or even higher. The second innovation, which is the buzzword that we all hear at the moment, which is AI. This is the age of AI. So by 2027, according to Gartner, Gen AI tools will be used to explain legacy business applications, and not only this, but also create appropriate replacements, reducing modernization costs by 70%. And the third innovation, which is today's topic, the composable no-code approach. And by composable, in composability and composable no-code approach, everything is seen as modular and changeable. Change is seen as an essential tool and no longer a threat or a burden. And this is what we'll talk about extensively in today's presentation. So the future of enterprise is composable. And Gartner names composability among the top technology trends, which will act as force multipliers of digital business and innovation over the next 3 to 5 years. And here are 3 numbers by Gartner, which shows the importance of composable architecture. 74% of organizations already have some kind of modular or component-based technology implementation underway. So this is not something in the future. This is something that customers are already using at the moment. Also, by 2025, 60% of the new custom business applications will be built using reusable business services via a shared curated component catalog or marketplace. And by end of this year, 2024, 80% of CIOs surveyed will list modular business redesign through composability as a top 5 reason for accelerated business performance. So this shows the importance and the essence of composable no-code architecture. So let me walk you through the timeline of enterprise software architecture throughout the years. So in the 90s, we started with having a monolithic architecture, which is basically having your application as a one heavy piece of code. And this was very difficult for you to do any kind of customization, add additional features, any functionalities for your business. It would take months and sometimes even years. So we moved to the 2000s, 2010, and we started to see the cloud architecture. And this was very helpful for organizations to release some of their resources from their infrastructure, application platform, databases to be managed by the public cloud vendors. However, it still did not address the flexibility of your application and your customization and adding new features in a very simple and easy way. So today we live in the new era of enterprise software, which is what we call the composable no-code architecture. So what is composability and what is a composable approach? So composability is a software architecture, and it consists of packaged capabilities created as composable elements. So think of it as Lego blocks, composing all of these blocks together to create your application. So each of these components is pluggable, it's replaceable, it's scalable, and it can be expanded. So it's no longer a one full piece of application that's very hard to do any kind of customizations and it requires a lot of resources. No, this application is actually divided into different components and all of these components are composable. So the elements of a composable no-code architecture, or these Lego blocks that we talked about, are 5. So the first one, which is components, and these components are combined together to create blocks. These blocks are, so these components, essentially, they are like, for example, adding buttons or writing text or adding any feature, a dashboard or whatever in your application. These components compile together to create blocks, and these blocks are the different sections for the applications. And you create multiple applications to have products, and all of these products, you create bundles. So for the CRM, for example, you have multiple components which are created by us as Creatio to give you with no code for you to create your own blocks. And using these blocks with no code, you can create your own application. And these applications, for example, in sales, we're talking about opportunity, lead management, dashboard, customer 360, and having the contact section. These applications, they compile together to create a product, which is sales application, and sales, marketing, and service, they will create the CRM bundle. So this is the composable approach, and this is the composable mentality. So who can build each of these components and each of these elements? So if we're talking about these components, these are built by software developers, by Creatio developers and marketplace developers. And then these components will create blocks. So the blocks can be created by either a software developer like Creatio marketplace developers, but also it can be created by the no-code creator. So the components are already there for you. They are provided by Creatio as part of the platform. And you as a no-code creator or a software developer can create your own blocks. Moving on to the application and product and the bundle, these can be built only by no-code creators. And these no-code creators are ultimately knowledge workers, which is what we call knowledge workers. And these are people who understand the business and they don't have technical expertise. So with applications and products and bundles, you can either get the assistance from Creatio developers and marketplace developers, or it can be built by the customers themselves and by the implementation partners, the local partners that you have in the region, like in the UAE or Saudi Arabia or any of the countries. So what are the benefits of composable no-code architecture? So ultimately, we have 4 major benefits that we see for a composable no-code architecture. And these are, the first one is acceleration. By acceleration, we mean that it's faster for you to start your project. So by taking ownership of parts or all of the development, the business can avoid some of the usual delays when waiting for IT development resources to be assigned. and this allows projects to be started more quickly. So acceleration is very crucial for you as well to have a faster time to market to deliver your services, your products, your services to your customers in a faster way to stay ahead of competition. The second benefit, which is agility. So by increased agility, we mean that the business function can also respond to change more readily, whether it be to react to competition or make use of an opportunity in the market. So the business function can also pivot its strategy quickly because of the flexibility they have with no-code development, provide for ideating innovation. You will also have the agility to rapidly introduce new strategies, new products, and new services. The third benefit, which is autonomy, and by autonomy, we mean that it's faster for you to finish. Once you start the project, the productivity advantage of visual assembly also results in faster development life cycle. And in a recent case study, 71% of respondents cited that faster application development was one of the major reasons for choosing no-code tools. And the last benefit, which is alignment. And by this alignment, we mean the alignment between the IT and the business people. So it was common for IT people to spend months and sometimes even years to work on developing new applications and new IT projects without realizing that the goals of the market conditions may have changed. And the shorter development cycles and the visual languages of the no-code development enable easier and continuous collaboration and alignment between the business function and the IT people. So these are the four key benefits of having a composable no-code architecture into your organization. So what do we do at Creatio? So basically, this is the offering that we have at Creatio, which is what Danny will talk to you about more about extensively. Basically, at Creatio, we give you one platform. This platform has the capability to automate workflows and your business processes, as well as your CRM. As you can see, we have the three modules of the CRM without a line of code. So the core of our offering is Studio Creatio, and this Studio Creatio is the no-code platform that we have at Creatio. So with Studio Creatio, this is the platform that on top of it, you can have the CRM, which is an industry leader, as we have seen according to Gartner and Forrester Wave. You have the three modules of CRM from marketing automation, sales automation, service automation, as well as having the capability to automate more workflows and business processes and integrate it with your CRM as well as having the applications and connectors through our Creatio marketplace, which has more than 400 applications and connectors that you can use to create your full omni-channel platform for your organization. So Studio Creatio is, as we have said, this is the no-code platform to automate your workflows and build your applications with maximum degree of freedom. So with Studio Creatio, you have the composable architecture. So you can compose the different components, the different blocks, create your application using the second component here, which is the application hub. With application hub, you can create your different applications. For example, if you're thinking about automating some HR workflows and you want to build an HR application, you can do that through the application hub. Also, no-code designer. So you have the no-code designer capability to actually design your interface, to design your business process, as well as automate it with no code by drag and drop the components. Also, the freedom user interface designer, the workflow automation tools, the mobile experience on mobile phones, on tablets, whatever, and also AI and ML technologies, which are embedded within the platform itself. Integration and API, which is part of the capabilities as well, because we depend on open API and we integrate with all the solutions and all the applications out there in the market. Also governance and enterprise scalability, which is definitely very crucial for enterprise customers and large organizations like yourself. So this is the main offering of Creatio, as we have talked about. So we have the CRM platform on top of the Studio platform. So the CRM platform is combined of the three main modules, the marketing, automation, sales, and service, and all of these are built on the same platform. So the level of interconnectivity and integration of the CRM is at the highest compared to any other vendor in the market, which is based on multiple acquisitions and integrating them together. At Creatio, the CRM is built on one platform, and all of the applications are built on top of Studio Creatio, which is our no-code platform. So I'm going to pass the mic now to my colleague Danny to talk to you in details about each of these modules and the components. And then we will definitely, if you have any questions, please address it in the chat box, and we will definitely address it at the end of the session. So over to you, Danny.
Thank you so much, Noor. So, hello everyone. As Noor mentioned during his presentation, Creatio provide one platform to automate your workflow, and on top of this, we have built our CRM, which is consist of sales, marketing, and service. A Creatio composable application can be used as a standalone application. It can be used in a collaboration with other tools or solution, or it could be used as a CRM on a single platform with consistent UI UX. Let's start with actually moving to the sales part in order to deep dive, talking about each of these modules in details to know what are the features and the capability that each modules could provide to us. Noor, could you please move to the next slide? Thank you so much. So we'll start with the sales. The sales consist of multiple actually functionalities, and main thing that we usually need is the customer 360. And the sales in the customer 360, actually, this customer 360, which will provide us full information about the customer data, about the value that they have, and this will be engaged actually in sales, marketing, and service. In addition to have the option for lead and opportunity management, order and contract management, sales productivity, and sales forecasting, which we will be talking in details about each one now. Now let's talk about Customer 360, which is usually the main and the most important data for any enterprise, any organization, is your customer information. This is very important to set and to have it in one platform or in one place where at any time you would like to see this information, you would like to track the history of this customer, you would like to see some insight and analytics about what's going on with this customer, any communication that happened with this customer previously, all of them will be in one section. And that's why we call it 360, because from one screen you can have a dynamic view of 360 view for all the activities inside communication that happened with that customer. And not only the customers, this could be for B2C and could be as well for B2B, like the accounts or the companies that you are dealing with in your organization. Then we have the lead and opportunity management, where Creatio provide a full cycle of lead management, including like lead capturing, nurturing these leads, distribution of this lead, processing and working on multiple workflows, in addition to converting this lead to an opportunity and work on them with automation workflow that you have. And this could be dynamically customized and changed based on your organization requirement, because this requirement could be different from an organization to another organization, or from type of a business to from an industry to a different industry. So you will see as well during the demonstration how you can customize this workflow for the opportunity management and lead management in order to reach the best actually sales productivity that you have or for your organization. In addition to this, we have the order and contract management. Creatio provide the full cycle management for generating quotations, doing the orders, defining your product catalog, managing the contract and the documents that you are dealing with this contract, in addition to have multiple level of approval workflows and some digital signatures if it is needed. So at the end, you will have an omni-channel order, proposal, and contract management with the history and the tracking for all the activities that happen for anything related to these orders or this contract. So you will have a full logged and audit log for what's going on for the orders and contracts that you are dealing with. In addition to this, we have the sales productivity, where Creatio provides some collaborative activity management with seamless calendar and email synchronization, where user can have their calendar and their email synchronized to Creatio, so they will be working in one platform from Creatio. They can manage their calendar, they can manage their emails, they can receive some alerts for important tasks that they should do. They can do some communication, which could be internally or externally with the customer if needed. And in that case, we will have more productive for the sales team and for the employees in general, in order to increase this productivity addition to have like some performance dashboard and productivity dashboard for each user. Then, and last point in the sales that I would like to mention, which is the sales forecasting, where uh, Creatio provide full-blown of sales forecasting and sales performance, where the sales team, the manager or the supervisor, they need to send or they need to plan, execute their forecast in order to achieve their target, in order to have the highest sales for the company. Using Creatio sales forecasting, you can plan, you can execute, and you can track all the sales activities with better sales reporting and dashboard, which will give the flexibility for the management and for the sales team as well to increase their productivity and achieve the highest target that they could achieve. Now let's move to the second module, which is the marketing. As you can see here, the marketing also consists of Customer 360, which is available in all the modules, in addition to have the ability to manage the campaign management, the email marketing, lead management, event management, and digital ads. And let's speak about each one in details. We'll start with the campaign management. The campaign management, uh, Creatio provide a rich and visual campaign designer which can help the marketing team in order to design their campaigns, execute these campaigns, and even track these campaigns, as you can see here in a very visual rich designer. In that case, in a very simple way, they can design the process that they need for this campaign and it will be executed. They can track all the activities that it happened in a very efficient way for the marketing team. Then the second part, we have the digital ads, where the digital ads, you can have a complete digital ad lifecycle management and optimization, including some ad campaigns, planning for this ad, tracking the performance of these ads, which you could connect this ad for, let's say, some social media accounts, your business account on Facebook, on Google Ad, or on LinkedIn as well. In that case, you will have a full flexibility to manage your lifecycle ads in Creatio and also keep an eye on what's going on and do the performance analysis always for your ads. Other topic, which is actually the email marketing, where Creatio provide a very simple and easy to use template designer for your email, where you can design your email templates with the no-code capabilities without the need to have any technical background. With drag and drop functionality, you can design your templates. You can send your emails as the bulk emails or even as normal emails, and you can track the performance of the email. So for example, you can track how many clicks, how many emails delivered, if there is any issue in sending these emails. All this information, you will see them in the email performance management to provide a full visibility about your marketing emails. Then we have the event management. Each marketing team usually they will plan for some events. It could be, let's say, for example, one-time event. It could be a yearly event or a monthly event. With Creatio, you could plan your event, you could execute your event, and also track the activities and the performance about this event. So these events could be offline or online marketing events, regardless of the type of this event. You can manage the life cycle of this event, and you can, in case, for example, you have a specific workflow which you are using for this event, you can manage it in Creatio, in addition to manage the audience that you are targeting and the responsible team which they are working on this event. So all of this information will be in one place in the event management. Then the last part or the last module, which is the service, where in the service, we can also manage the customer 360, managing the case management, which we are actually receiving for any type of cases, managing the contact center or the agent desktop, which they are the agent users, which we have in the company to increase the productivity and have a better customer satisfaction, and to have the knowledge management, which we can actually share the knowledge across the company. Let's start with the case management. Creatio provide case and service request management of different type of cases, regardless if it is, let's say, a service request, if it is a complaint, if it is an issue, internal or even external with your customers, or maybe, for example, with your employee as an ITSM. And this case registration, we have multiple type of case registration that could be coming from different type of channels, omni channels like a chat, which could be, for example, by a WhatsApp or a messenger or a chatbot that you have, or you could receive these cases by email. So all these type of the omni-channel communication, we could register the case and you could have a specific workflow in order to resolve these cases and have a better customer satisfaction. In addition to this, you can define some SLAs, some queuing, how these cases will be defined or will be assigned to each user in order to solve these cases and have the highest customer satisfaction in your organization. The second part of the service, which will be the contact center, where if you have a call center agents, they are working on the system to solve these cases or to work on these cases. They can manage their day-to-day activities by having access to all the cases which is assigned to them, in addition to do some internal communication with the team by using our feed for internal communication. In addition to this, to have some KPIs about their KPIs, which is very important to them in case they see, in case they would like to see about any information about their KPI, in addition to have some information about the team KPI as well. So all in all, we have a full access as an agent desktop to see all the cases which is assigned to us to benefit from the omni-channel communication tool that we have in order to communicate with the customer internally and externally as well. Then we have the knowledge management, where this is a very important part for all the organizations, where you can have end-to-end knowledge management automation, flexible knowledge sharing, where you can share some documents, some articles, some useful information across all teams or all departments in order to all of them, they will have actually the same information or they can benefit from this valuable information. In that case, whenever any employee or any user, he need to access any of this information, could be presentations, articles, or any document, you can have them in the knowledge base and users can have access to this information in order to benefit by, for example, replying to the customers or for their own benefits. So these are actually the modules that we have covered, which is the sales, marketing, and service. And since we were talking about the composable solution, here a very simple and actually an example of a composable applications that we could use in order to combine all of them together or pick whatever needs or whatever suitable for our organization in order to create, the composable CRM. So as you can see here, we'll see some blocks or applications, for example, for approvals, the lead, document flow, opportunities, invoices, CPQ, and some of them related to all the industries, some of them could be related to a specific industry. So in that case, you will pick and compose all the suitable blocks or applications for your organization, and then you will combine and you will have a full product or a bundle of products in order to use them in your organization. Last point that I would like to mention here, which is actually the industries that Creatio working on. We are not working with one or two industries. Creatio work with all industries. We can work with more than 20 industries because all the industries, they need to manage their customer information, and that's why they need to have the CRM for a customer relationship management. In case, for example, they have a sales marketing service, or in case they would like to manage the customer information. So we could work with financial services, retail, manufacturing, information technology companies, telecom companies, and many other industries. So we are not limited to any vertical or any industry, while we can work or we can fit with all industries that available in the market. I will pass it to you again, Noor. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Danny, for showing us all the details about the CRM modules at Creatio. So there are a couple of things that I wanted to note before moving to the demo with Danny again. So as we mentioned, as part of the Creatio offering, we have the Creatio Marketplace. On the Creatio Marketplace, we have more than 750 marketplace applications and connectors. So you can integrate it with the Creatio platform to have a complete solution for your organization. Also, 62% of customers are already using the marketplace applications at the moment. The average number of applications per customer from the marketplace is 6. So you can integrate the Creatio platform with multiple connectors, like as you can see here in the screenshot, PandaDoc, for example, for document management, Cisco, Zoom, all of this can be integrated with your Creatio platform to create a one full solution for your organization. So also the key differentiations for us as Creatio compared to other vendors in the market, like I mentioned, we have a one platform for sales, marketing, service, as well as workflow automation. Everything is built on the Studio Creatio. So everything, the level of interconnectivity and the integration between all of the modules is at the highest and is not based on multiple acquisitions integrated together. Second thing, which is no code and composability. So everything that you will see with Danny as well in the demo, everything is customizable with no code and with just drag and drop tools. The third thing which we thrive with at Creatio is the genuine care and customer success. So what we care about is actually giving a helping hand to our customers first. We go through all the process with you to understand more about the organization, about the current landscape, and everything, and about the data model that you have. And then we focus on how to create the solution with you. So this is here, there is a QR code. If you would like to see a demo, if you would like to request a specific demo for you, please scan this QR code. I'll just leave it for a couple of seconds for you. And then we'll receive your request and we will reply to you with arranging for this demo request. Not only this, but we have also the no-code playbook. And this playbook is to give you and to give all our customers, it's not just about Creatio, but it's about no-code development in general, because we at Creatio, we evangelize no-code development, and we think that this is the new era of enterprise software. So in that book, you will have the principles of no-code development, the 12 pages of the no-code development lifecycle, the complexity assessment framework, building a center of excellence at your company for no-code development, the governance framework, the no-code application audit and monitoring, and last but not least, is Fusion team roles and responsibilities. So you can scan the QR code as well to get your copy of the no-code playbook and start your journey with no-code application development. Also for AI, because I've seen one of the questions in the chat box, talking or wanting to know more about the AI capabilities of the platform. So we will have an event on the 12th of March 2024. It's a digital event which is called Creatio Copilot. We'll have a big announcement about the synergy of generative AI and no code in action, but definitely we will answer your question about the AI capabilities, the current AI capabilities. You can also scan the QR code and to register for the event, and we're looking forward to see you for the big announcement in March this year. So I would like to wrap up before going to the demo with Danny. These are the main 3 values that you will see throughout the engagement with Creatio. We ultimately give you a one platform to automate your workflows and CRM with no code. We give you the freedom for you and your organizations to have your own capability to build your applications and customize it as you like, and the genuine care throughout the journey with us, with our partners, to be able to give you the solution that you hope for your organization to have a better customer experience. So over to Danny before the Q&A session. Let's start with showing a demo, and then we'll proceed for the Q&A session.
Sure. Thank you so much, Noor. Can you see my screen? Is it clear to you?
Yes.
Perfect. So for sake of time, I will make a quick demo to show an overview about this solution, about Creatio application for a CRM, for sales, marketing, and service. And I will be very happy in case of any detailed demo requested. Please feel free to reach out to us, and I will be very happy to make a specific session to you and to have a detailed demo for the solution. So as you will see, and as you can see during this demonstration, the system is very user-friendly and very easy to use by all the users. Where you remember the sections that we discussed on for the sales, marketing, and service, these modules are divided and are available here, where on each section we have, or on each workplace, we have some of the sections where we can manage like the contact 360, the opportunity, and the lead management. And if we move, for example, to marketing, we can see some sections related to marketing, which we will be exploring now. So if we start with the sales, usually for all the modules that we have, we put the homepage for some dashboards and insights in order to make things very clear to the user who will be working on this solution actually. And all these dashboard are interactive, where user they can actually drillable, so they can go to a deeper level. These dashboard are customized in case I would like to change, for example, the layout of any dashboard or any chart. I can even change this information or this layout in case I would like to see the deeper level and go to the specific record. This also is doable and I can do it. Since we mentioned, you remember during the presentation about the customer 360, and actually this will be available in the sales, marketing, and service because it is very important. Here an example, if we open any of this record, here an example that we can see all the information and how we can, and why we call it actually customer 360. This is how we can see all the information regarding this contact. So we can see like the main information, we can see the tabs with analytics, with some information about the product, about the communication history, about some marketing engagement and marketing activities, communication channels that we have. So all these are actually doable, and we can see it during actually our work on the customers. In addition to this, we have like the opportunity management, where we can manage actually our opportunity and leads in a way that we can have like here, as you can see, that for the opportunities, we can see like a workflow where our opportunity could work on, in addition to have like full information about the opportunity. And in case, for example, for your type of business, you would like to change this workflow, it's very easy. If we go back to the back end of the solution, we can see how easily we can customize this by drag and drop. And this is the powerful no-code tools. In case, for example, I would like to add any dashboard or any component, by drag and drop, I can add this dashboard. And in addition to this, in case I would like to manage, now it works. So the point here is here how you can customize your workflow. You can add more tasks. For example, if you have like some approval task, if you want to send an email. So this is an example of what are the tasks on each stage and how you can manage the stages with the approval process, or even with running some sub-processes or business processes. What we mean by business process is an example of this, where for each business process, we will have a start point and end point where we can add some activities to be done. What are the type of activities that we can do, for example, to modify an information, modify data, edit data, or maybe processing a file, doing some integration with any external solution. Maybe, for example, if I would like to send an email, so by drag and drop, I can add this component here. I will add the main parameter, and then automatically this will be applied. So this is very useful, and this is why we call it like the business users, they can manage their business processes in order to customize the workflow or the process that they would like. If we move to the marketing section, where we can see some marketing campaigns, where the marketing team, they can define some campaign. As you remember, we said that we have a designer for this marketing campaign, and this is an example of like a marketing campaign where I can see what is the flow that the marketing campaign will happen. I can add, for example, some conditions, some timers, some activities that need to be done by email, by communication channels like WhatsApp, Facebook, something like this. And in addition, to have the ability to track all the task or all the activities that happened, in case, for example, I have reached our goal or not, who are the participants. I can manage as well the general information about it, some analytics, and the audience who are participating in this actually marketing campaign. In addition, to manage actually the service cycle, where we can have also for the service, we can have a specific section for the case management, and as well as the agent desktop screen where I will be able to manage the cases or see all the cases which is assigned to me, see some KPIs which is related to my KPI and the team KPI. And at any time, if I would like to work on this case, I can see that there is a specific workflow which I have to follow in order actually to close this case or to work on this case. In addition to show me with some actually some information about if I am overdue for resolving this case or not. And in addition to this, since we mentioned about AI, here we can add some of the AI, or we can have some machine learning models in order actually to benefit, let's say, one of the connectors from ChatGPT, which could help the user in responding to the customer or in resolving the cases or in any other functions as well. And in order to see what are the type of actually machine learning models that we have, here it will be very clear to us how we can define the machine learning models. For example, we have multiple type of machine learning models like lookup prediction, recommendation, predictive scoring, numeric prediction, and text similarity. We can define this machine learning model. We can train the system to know exactly how to react in case of any of these conditions satisfied, and then automatically the system will be capable enough to suggest, for example, or to recommend some actions based on the information provided. Last point that I would like to mention in this quick demo is the capability of the dashboarding and reporting, where we have tons of dashboard and reports which could be created, and all of this can be customized so the user can change them at any time. So this dashboard are not static. Whatever business is suitable for, we can create this dashboard, and this could have access for a teams, for per team to be or to have access for a specific dashboard which is related to their. This is the demonstration. Again, in case, for example, you need any detailed demonstration, please feel free to reach out to us. I will pass it again to you, Noor, in order to have the QA session. And please feel free to ask us any question that you need.
Thank you, Danny, very much. So I see we have a couple of questions actually in the chat box.
Yeah.
And if anyone has any other questions, please drop it down to us so we can address it with you. So actually, the first question is, can you please provide details on the inbuilt AI capabilities of the product?
Yeah. So the AI capability, we have multiple type of AI to be used in Creatio. First of all, we have the machine learning model, which is we just provided an information about them in the demonstration. Some machine learning models about lookup prediction, about case similarity or scoring for the leads. In addition to use the generative AI, which could help in, first of all, creating applications, while in case, for example, I can simply just add a small sentence or ask the system that I would like to create an application that manage, let's say, employee onboarding. And the system automatically starts creating this application to me, and then I can take it from there and I can do only the tuning or the customization which would be required. In addition to have a lot of AI capabilities, which I would ask you to register for our campaign or for our event in March for the AI Copilot, which there are a lot of information related to AI, which you can actually hear about it in the event.
Perfect. Thank you, Danny. So the second question we had, what about banking domain from Abdelaziz Mutairia? I already replied to him directly. I can take this. So thank you, Abdelaziz, for the question. So we definitely have a lot of customers in the banking specifically, and it's one of the top industries that we focus on. And we have also the FinServe sales and service, as well as FinServe lending products out of the box. And they're also recognized by Gartner and Forrester as the leaders in the market. So please reach out to me on my contact details and we'll discuss it forward. Danny, we had a question as well from Amjad Ali. Please let me know about the APIs, RPA integration, webhook.
I will be very happy actually answering this question because in Creatio, we are providing an open API which we can integrate with any solution. First of all, We have some, as Noor, you mentioned during your presentation, we have more than 400 connectors and applications in our marketplace which we can benefit from. These add-ons and connectors we can integrate with most of the, for example, the ERPs, other external solution like communication solution, and this by default already available. And in case there is a need for any extra integration, we have an open API which we can integrate with REST API and SOAP API, and this integration as well will be without the need of writing a technical code for this API. So even this integration will be through no code, where you will only need to set like the API link which we are going to integrate with, to set the parameters that you are going to integrate and what the response that you are expecting in order to do the mapping with those fields, and that's it. So at the end, I mean, to summarize my answer, we can integrate with any external solution. If it is available in the marketplace, then definitely this can be used as a plugin in order to add it, or as a connector to add it. In case we need to integrate with any extra API, these are also doable. And not only this, in case, for example, we need to integrate with some AI or dashboarding tool, for example, we can as well integrate this to send and receive information to this extra solution.
Thank you, Dani. Muhammad Tariq, he asked any implementation for insurance industry in the UAE. So actually, Muhammad, we still don't have a complete implementation for insurance industry in the UAE. But I'm actually personally, I'm in discussion with a couple of insurance companies in the UAE and in Oman as well. So if you are interested to know more about this, and we definitely have insurance implementation in Europe and in the US. So if you're interested to know more,
actually, we have a
yes,
huge references in insurance industry.
And we can help you with arranging even reference calls with these customers. So if you're interested, please reach out to me on my contact details. I will share them with you. Amjad, he also please also let us know who are your key competitors. So actually, Amjad, we are fortunate at Creatio because we lie in the intersection between the enterprise low code and no code development as well as CRM. So we have so many competitors in both domains. But for example, we have Salesforce definitely in CRM, Microsoft, HubSpot, Zoho, and a lot of other players in the CRM space. And there are also a lot of players in the low code development like OutSystems, Mendex. But Creatio is unique in combining the best of both worlds. And as we mentioned, everything is built on the Studio Creatio platform. Everything is on one platform. What else? So actually, these are all the questions that we have. So thank you very much all for your time. And please reach out to me on my contact details, Mohammed and Abdulaziz, and I'm happy to take this forward with you. Okay. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you everyone for your time. Thank you for joining us today, and looking forward to hearing from you. Thank you all.